Before you skip this video, listen to me for just 1 minute. I am not homeless. I am not alone in the world. I live in my own house with my own children. Yet every morning I wake up in a corner wondering if today someone will ask me how I am. If today someone will notice that my hands are shaking, that my chest hurts, that I haven't eaten. They don't hit me. They don't shout at me. They do something worse. They forget me. I raised them with love. I stayed awake when they were sick. I gave them everything I had. And now I lie here quietly, afraid that if I die, no one will notice for hours. If you still have a mother or grandmother, please don't skip this story, because one day this silence could belong to someone you love. Let me speak slowly, my child, because my voice is old now, and every word comes from a tired heart. I live in the same house as my children, but they did not give me a room. They gave me a corner, a quiet corner near the wall where the floor stays cold and the light barely reaches. A thin mattress lies there, pressed flat by time, and one old blanket that I pull over myself like protection. This corner is where I wake up. This corner is where I wait. This corner is where I exist. Once I was the center of this home. I woke before everyone else. I cooked with aching hands. I cleaned. I prayed. I worried. There are days when people come to this house, guests, relatives, neighbors. On those days, my children tell me to stay quiet. They say I look too weak. They say I complain too much. They say my face makes people uncomfortable. So I stay in my corner. I pull my shawl closer and make myself small, like I am trying to disappear. They laugh in the living room. They offer tea. They talk about plans, about money, about life. No one mentions me. No one asks where the old woman of the house is. I am still here, just hidden. When the guests leave, the house becomes quiet again. That silence is different, heavier. It presses down on my chest. I lie there listening to my own breathing, wondering how something so simple can feel so difficult. Some nights the fever comes back. My body burns, then suddenly feels cold. My hands shake. I whisper my children's names, not loudly, just enough for someone to hear if they care to listen. No footsteps come. I remember the nights I stayed awake for them. I remember cooling their foreheads with wet cloths. I remember singing softly so they could sleep. I remember telling them, I'm here, don't be afraid. Now, when fear sits beside me in the dark, there's no one to say those words back to me. My legs have grown weak. Standing hurts. Walking feels like climbing a mountain. Sometimes I slide myself slowly across the floor just to reach my blanket or adjust my pillow. I feel shame, not because I am crawling, but because I never imagined this would be my ending. Old age did not hurt me like this. Neglect did. There was a time when this house smelled like my cooking, when my voice filled every room, when my presence mattered. I was not rich, but I was respected. I was not educated, but I was wise and loved. Now I am tolerated. They feed me when they remember. They speak to me when they must. They look at me like I am a responsibility they never asked for. And maybe that is true, but I never asked to grow old either. At night, when sleep refuses to come, I talk to myself. I talk to the young woman I once was. I tell her she did her duty. I tell her she loved deeply. I tell her she gave everything she had. I ask her if she ever imagined this, being alive yet unwanted, being present yet unseen. Some days I feel angry. Other days I feel empty. Most days I feel tired. Tired in a way that rest cannot fix. What hurts most is not hunger, not sickness, not pain. It is knowing that the people I gave my life to now see me as a burden. I wonder if they remember my sacrifices, if they remember how I protected them from the world, or if time has erased those memories the way they have erased me. If you are listening to my voice right now, I want you to hear this clearly. One day, youth will leave you too. Strength will fade. Your voice will soften. And in that moment, you will not need money or success. You will need kindness. The way you treat your parents and grandparents today is the lesson your children are learning from you. I do not want revenge. I do not want pity. I want dignity. I want to be seen. I want to be heard. I want to be treated like I still matter, because I do. And every grandmother sitting quietly in a corner somewhere in the world, she matters too. Do not wait until her voice becomes a memory. Sit with her. Listen to her. Hold her hand, because one day, when the house is quiet for good, you will wish you had listened a little longer. And that regret is louder than any silence.